What's shaking booktube, my name's Cam, welcome back to another video. Cam, what incredibly awesome topic will you be covering today? Shh! Shut your mouth. Shut that sweet little pie hole because I have something good for you today. Booktube, booktube, booktube. 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 Who writes books? Writers, but what else do you call writers? You call them authors. Authors, yes. But who is the best? Wrong. I actually know. In this video, I will be telling you and educating you on who is the best author and why. And you know, through all these jokes and sarcasm, I actually do think this person is a genius for what they've done, what they're doing. It's gonna be a weird video. Maybe get the kids out of the room. Booktube. Tolkien, Rowling, King, Conan Doyle, Tingle. You heard me right, my friends. Tingle. Chuck Tingle. The man, the legend, the enigma, the god. Just who is Chuck Tingle? Well, he's written a book about that too. Pounded in the butt by my constantly changing thoughts on the ongoing mystery of Chuck Tingle's real identity. By Chuck Tingle. Oh yeah, Chuck Tingle, we're talking about that guy. You've probably seen him featured in a ton of my hilariously terrible looking books videos where I put one of his book covers up and we have a laugh about it, but after all the time I've spent looking at his book covers and talking about them, I feel like I've gotten a bit of a connection with him. So I did a bit of digging, and the more I looked into it, the more I realized he's a genius. Now I could be wrong, although I rarely am, am I right? But I have a theory, and my theory is that Chuck Tingle is trolling? I mean, it seems kind of obvious actually when you look at the book titles, but it's also kind of genius. Chuck's writing to a very specific niche, and that is the absurdity erotic genre. Like, of course, you know, dinosaur erotica, which is something that has become all too prevalent on this channel. In fact, one of the first books I think I saw, or one of the first Chuck Tingle book covers in my videos was Space Raptor Butt Invasion by Chuck Tingle. And all jokes aside, that is quite a serious niche. Maybe not that Chuck Tingle book particularly, but the niche of dinosaur erotica, there are a lot of people that take it seriously. Which is fine. I mean, if it gets you off, it gets you off. I'm not judging. But they are a passionate niche, as it is when you're talking about things that arouse people. And Chuck Tingle has tapped into that perfectly. And here's why, because his books are quite obviously satire, but they still fall into that absurd erotic genre. Now, I haven't read any of the books, admittedly, but here's the thing with writing satire, you can make it almost as short as you want because it's a joke. So Chuck has built up an enormous catalogue of books that I'm assuming didn't take him very long to write at all and probably had very little thought put into it, but he's pumping these out and pumping these out, and because there is a passionate audience for that absurd erotic literature, no matter how absurd it is, in Chuck's case, extremely absurd, they're getting bought. I'm not sure exactly how much money he's making off this. Maybe it's not a living per se, or maybe I could be wrong, he could be making a fucking killing. But either way, he is making money off of things that could have possibly taken him a day to write on almost anything he decides. You don't believe me? Let's have a look at some of the book covers and really assess the situation. And I want to stress that I'm not taking the piss out of Chuck. Like I said, I think he is a genius. Or she. Who knows who Chuck is? Sometimes Chuck delves into the parody genre. For example, Game of Butts, The Pounds of Winter. Or if you're more into historical fiction, he's also got some stuff for you guys out there as well. For example, My Ass is Haunted by the Gay Unicorn Colonel by Chuck Tingle. Chuck also has a habit of getting quite meta. He tends to involve his own life into the book titles. Sometimes he even involves his previous book titles into the new book titles. For example, Pounded in the Butt by my book, Pounded in the Butt by my book, Pounded in the Butt by my own butt by Chuck Tingle. But you know what? It's not all jokes here. Chuck's not some kind of simple idiot. He's in touch with society. He even gets political from time to time. Political commentary is actually quite prevalent in his works. For example, News commentator Sam Hannity pounded in the butt by the fact that he didn't disclose he has the same lawyer as the president. And he's got little American flag underwear. Cool, man. So as you can see, Chuck's pretty much across the board with the ponds that he is dipping his toe into. He's covered pretty much everything, and I mean, seriously, the amount of titles this guy has put out goes on and on and on. As I said, I haven't actually read any of them because I myself am a lover of women, so the idea of reading gay erotic literature isn't really my thing, but hey man. And you know, Chuck actually does tend to ease off the pounded in the butt pedal every now and then to write something a bit more lighthearted. For example, my butt is comforted by the realization that I'm okay and everything will be alright. From two-time Hugo Award finalist Chuck Tingle. So yeah, this is just an appreciation video for my boy Chuck Tingle. Keep doing what you're doing. And shit, man, you're giving me plenty of content to put into my hilariously terrible looking books videos, so I should thank you. All sarcasm aside, you're awesome. Keep it up. That's it, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It's been a weird one, isn't it? What is going on with my videos lately? I need to take a serious look at myself. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Catcha.